Hi, everyone. He's Eddie Olczyk. Ray Ferraro will be coming along in just a moment, and I'm Mike Emmerich, and here we are again. It's back-to-back games, and so there hasn't been much time to rest. As a coach, how do you manage everything?
Well, it's very important that you use all four lines. You use your complement of 6 defensemen. I think it's also up to the players as well, Doc, to have short shifts. You can't get caught out there for a minute and a half or 2 minutes. You got to make sure you have discipline in your game, but that'll be a real key in the outcome of this game.
The Devils are... club, and they have been in these situations before many a times. There are no excuses. Everybody's got back-to-backs on their schedule. These second games and back-to-backs are difficult, but you got to gut it out and find a way to win this game.
Oh, my, what a hit.
Doc, no surprise there. We expected a physical game, and we're going to get one. That early hit is just an example of what we're going to see.
To the point it comes. That puck hit him on the way to the net. With no time whatsoever, he turned it aside.
The shooter thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
They win the draw. What next? Drives it. Score! And the place goes nuts.
I guess there's an eventuality to that. You give up a goal eventually if you're a goaltender, but his shutout streak is something to really be proud of.
You always hope if you're paying the price of admission as a home fan that your team scores first. In this case, it has.
So far, they got their money's worth early in this game.
A collision.
He did not expect to get hit right there. That is a big hit.
He scores!
Sometimes that ice gets a little slippery. You got to find a way to get the puck to the net, and he scored.
Edzo, the goaltender's too quick to rely on his technique. He drops down quickly. That opens up the top of the net, and too much room there for a shooter of this quality.
And the faceoff's won. Passing one off now to Hischier. Gathered up again by Marco.
1 minute, 7 seconds.
Cut that pass in his own end. A superb hit. A great hockey play there.
Marco's often been talked about as a 200-foot player. That means using your body, not just trying to get yourself around the ice with your skill. The Devils have had an excellent last 10 games, and they're full of confidence. They were telling us this morning, even though their opponents have had an excellent last 10 games as well, they feel they're the better team.
Just a bit under 6 minutes have elapsed here in the first. Toronto's got the lead in this game, 2-0. The Devils win that faceoff. Fires! Wonderful save.
Goalie's looking around the screen to try to find the puck.
The Devils win it. Risner used that big goalie stick well. Onside play. Great save. Score! Oh, no. The referee's waving it off. No goal.
The Maple Leafs have been talking on the bench about crashing the front of the I think they get too close to the goaltender here. This is going to be no good.
Toronto's won that neutral zone faceoff. He's got it. The Leafs organizing back in their own end. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. Directing that one to Filatov. Steals that pass at center. Laid on to Tavares. Fires! That shot came from nowhere.
Great opportunity. Better stop.
Marco's offensive production stems from the fact that he's able to get away from the guy checking him for just a second to release the puck. That is a skill that people don't talk about. Some have it, some don't. The Devils do an excellent job limiting their opponent's shots on net. One of the main reasons is how many shots they block. Over the last few games, it's a crazy number.
Open ice hitting is not dead.
The coaches talked about
In all alone. He scores! 3 straight goals.
Marco's body position was key to be able to snap this one home.
The goalie's in perfect position here, just not perfect enough. This is a really accurate shot.
Toronto's got possession from the faceoff.
Number 69, Marco.
Out in front. Oh, that was close.
You've got to make the goalie make the save. Can't do that unless the puck is on the net.
The Devils skated up on the side. It's dumped in. He's trying to spring him ahead, and he's got him. Shot. Whistle is blown, and the guilty party heads off the ice. Toronto's now learning you can't go there. Goalie interference.
He's trying to do his job, not allow the goaltender to see the puck, but unfortunately, he bumps him a bit. That's goaltender interference.
New Jersey's power play unit makes its debut tonight.
2 minutes for goaltender interference. Time of the penalty.
Falk's got it on his stick, trying to clear. The Leafs shoot it back out. Got some time to check the clock and prepare to defend again.
Oh, I hated that. You'd get so close to the net. The puck's there, you're fighting for it, and all of a sudden the whistle's blown. A lot of times you don't even notice, but it's because the net's come off its moorings.
Under 8 minutes. Go here in the first. With the scoring of that goal, the lead now goes to 3. Can they make it 4? Turned a shot on net. And a save. Goaltender pass. Brought ahead. Brings a shot. Score! Low in manpower, but special.
He looked like he was sniffing around for a break. Maybe he could get one shorthanded. He gets a chance, and he capitalizes.
Face-off win, and now what will they do with it? The Maple Leafs have killed off the penalty, and so we're back at full strength. And in flight over the line. Wonderful save. What skill by both goalie and shooter.
Looked like the net was open for a second, but he shut it down.
Toronto's team leans on him for offensive production. They need him to score on the power play. They need him to score. 5-on-5, and he's delivered all season long as he's among the highest points totals in the league.
And a save. Solid work there by John Tavares. The pass is off the mark. What a chance that would have been. Looking to Tavares. Shoots. The net comes off. Play is stopped.
Players are always told to get themselves to the net. However, in this case, they bump into it, and the net pops off those little orange pegs.
Just over 6 minutes left in the first. Toronto's continuing to score in this game. Their lead is 4. Trying to go to Tavares. And he gains the zone. Cuts off the passing lane in the defensive zone. Couldn't clear it out. Sends to the point. Took that away in his own zone. That puck still inside. Gets that one on a cross. Past the blue line to Tavares. Pad save. Whistle is blown. Penalty called. And the penalty box door swings open. Murphy's got a minor penalty here for interference.
You got to play with controlled emotion. You can't run around and hit everybody, especially when they don't have the puck.
Devils penalty to number 5, Connor Murphy. 2 minutes for interference. Time of
Inside the final minute of the period. The Maple Leafs are getting their first power play crack of the game.
Stay out of the penalty box when you're playing this team. You do not want to put them on the power play.
Eddie, I'm with you on that. Power play beginning. What a tremendous hit.
Marco's often the focus of other teams' physical play.
Can he beat him here? Save! Couldn't have handpicked a better guy to be on a breakaway, and he stopped him. Scooped up by Marco. He was standing in the lane and got some of it. Snapping a pass to Butcher. Feeds the point. What a hit that was!
That looked like it was accidentally on purpose.
Period 1 is over. A dominant period for one squad. We turn to the shots on goal. Heavy totals for one, very light for the other. 20 for Toronto and 9 for the Devils. The Devils were counting on a tremendous performance in goal. They counted wrong. More in a moment. We have 20 minutes down. We have lots of time still to go. What are your thoughts so far, Edzo?
New Jersey's lucky to still be in this game after the first period. They had turnover after turnover. I'm sure the coaches addressed that problem in the intermission.
Terrific determination by John Tavares. It's just him. New Jersey's in their own end, hoping to make a play to center. The Devils are driving it from the wing.
Well, there's no doubt about what he's got on his mind tonight. He wants to be as aggressive as possible to try and set a tone for his team through his use of the body.
Hammers one. Score! He's got his second.
It's not necessarily how hard you shoot the puck, but it's the release. What a beautiful forehand shot.
It looks like he's just showing off here. What an outstanding set of mitts as he dekes the goaltender out of position and puts it in the net.
Toronto's hammered home yet another goal. They've got a lot of shots, and now they've got goals to show for their effort. New Jersey's won that faceoff. They have it.
Number 19, assisted by number 91, John Tavares. Time of the goal, 59.
Shot. Marvelous save. No time on that one.
That is a great display of goaltending there, Doc. This guy's found the back of the net twice already, Doc.
No time to react. Didn't need it. Save. Wow, that should be a penalty. And yes, they are going to call that one. Well, I guess so. The Leafs have a player who is done for the night. A game misconduct. The Devils go on the power play yet again. Let's see how they perform.
This power play cannot worry about the shorthanded goals they gave up early.
Well, you're not going to get an endless supply of power plays, but they get another one here. See if they can punch through.
57 seconds.
And decides to just cover it up and get the whistle.
Oh, you know he's happy, guys. He's sitting there on the bench. He's got a couple of goals in his back pocket already. But you know he's thinking about number 3. What an achievement that would be to bang in one more.
Puck drop, tie up, and help from the winger. Crosses that line. He takes that point pass. Trying to relieve some of the pressure. Oh, they got it out. They check the clock and prepare to defend some more. And now it's directed to Coyle. Cuts that pass off. Shot. They score! A shorthanded goal for multiple times in this game.
That's a terrific play on the shorthanded goal as he's able to capitalize on a mistake and beat the goaltender.
Goalie to the bench. Substitution made.
It's going to be a long rest of the night for him as he'll slowly make his way to the bench and exchange his mask for a baseball hat. His night is done, and it hasn't been a very good one.
The Leafs have gotten another goal on a huge night for them. We have seen this a lot. They're rolling. It's dropped. They lock up, and that's a good job by the winger. It's cleared back, and this forces a recoil.
Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 56 seconds.
The Devils have a manpower advantage still and begin from their own end. Takes that pass. That one comes back out over the blue line. And the coach pacing the bench is pacing a little faster now, and he seems to be talking to the ceiling. They score! Another short-handed goal. Do you believe these guys?
Of course, the first job of a penalty killer is make sure you don't get scored on. This is an extra bit of gravy here as they get a shorthanded goal.
Toronto's got an enormous lead, and it's in the second period. Hopefully they don't go daydreaming now. Solid win at center ice. Now what? A successful clear. Great take, dangerous area. Makes the stop and holds for the whistle.
New Jersey's been stuck offensively for quite some time now. One of the reasons is he has not been able to put anything on the board. Usually when a player of his ilk hasn't scored a goal, he's been able to create something with a pass. Nothing has happened for him. He hasn't had a point in a long time.
Well, they got to be a little tired after these first two periods of play, so they'll get a rest as we start to think ahead toward period number 3.
Hey, hockey fans, follow the team all season long on the radio for every minute of play-by-play action, both
Greetings, everyone, with Eddie Olczyk. Ray Ferraro will be seen and heard in just a moment. And right now, I'm Mike Emrick, about to pose the question. You were on good teams. You were on not-so-good teams. Tonight, we get to see one of the not-so-good teams. What's it like?
It's tough. I mean, it really tests your love of the game. It tests your passion for the game. But for me, you look at the standings, you know there are a lot of teams above you, Doc, but I always thought about let's try to go out there, not necessarily win the game. You want that, but let's win the first period. Let's see what happens after the first 20 minutes of the game and then go from there. So I think small steps is such an important approach when you're a struggling team.
The Blues have the right game plan, Doc. They might not have the best talent. They might not have the top goaltenders, but they certainly are trying to play the right way, and eventually they will work themselves out from the bottom of the standings.
Face-off number 1 gets us underway. Another opening face-off on another late-season game, and it has started. St. Louis carrying on up the wing, and he dumps it in. Toronto skating in their own end, trying to get to the neutral zone. Lets it rip. Oh, what a chance, what a save. It's dumped in. Puck is thrown to Tavares. One-on-one. Scores! That's a quick first strike. Home team up. The crowd is cranked.
Always better to play from in front than to chase the game. There's the game's first goal.
The Maple Leafs strike first.
Just like the coach drew it up, get off to a good start.
Face-off win, and now what will they do with it? Skates it into the zone. Fires. Deflected off the blocker. With the game stopped, let's hear from Ray.
The Maple Leafs have been one of the more disappointing teams to me this season. I thought they would be a little bit more consistent, but it's just not been the case. They win a few, they lose a few. They're stuck in the mud. A mediocre team that has to get hot if they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay, Ray, thank you. Gives it on a cross from the point. Holds in the corner. He scores! From the face-off, and they lock up, and a good reach. That's help from the wing. That was one. He'll get the number on.
Marco's a player that always reacts positively to a physical game. This time, he's trying to set the tone early with a good hit.
St. Louis has possession on the wing and neutral ice. A hit that can make you mad.
Solid hit directly right through the puck carrier. Excellent open ice hit.
Blocked. Slashed down by Marco. Outstanding body contact. Right play, right pass up the right wing, and it's on his stick. Score! Wait, no goal! No goal!
The Maple Leafs have been talking on the bench about crashing the front of the net. I think they get too close to the goaltender here. This is going to be no good.
Moving it to Tavares. Leads that charge into the zone. Quickly off the stick. And decides to just hold on and get a stoppage of play.
Toronto's lucky to have one of the top goal scorers in the league. He's a dangerous player that seems to be able to score no matter with the fact that he's the other team's focus.
The Maple Leafs win it. That one is pointed to him. That puck struck him in front. Oh, snaps the shot. Nearly grazed the iron on that.
From that position on the ice, he's got to hit the net. Make the goalie make a save.
Looking to Costin. What a hit that was.
Marco's not strictly a finesse player. He uses the body to his advantage quite frequently.
On a free puck now. Carries it on in from center. Scooped up by John Tavares. The Maple Leafs skated up on the side. Shoots one. Wonderful save. Shoots one. And ring more bells on that one. One after another. Shoots. Stared him down and made the save.
He's locked in now. Great save.
Gets it back. The Blues wheel it up the wing. Good place to shoot from, and he does. Great save. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Right to the point. Tremendous hit. He scores.
Well, this has been pretty good back and forth here in a tie game. Now they've got the lead. We'll see what they do with it.
Math, you have to think they're going to get the next one. Look at the shots. To Tavares.
Tavares is a popular guy when he's on the ice. His teammates
Score! They struck back fast, didn't they?
The next little bit will be crucial. Now that they've got the lead, how do they play with it?
Toronto's ahead by 1 goal here in the first period. A lot of time still left to play, but getting one and breaking the tie was huge. It's dropped. They lock up, and that's a good job by the winger. Picks it up back there. Pitching it to Gostisbehere. Oh, and they've got an odd man rush here. Stick to some. What a tremendous hit.
Marco's going to have to pick himself up after that one. He got steamrolled. They've clearly got the target on him.
St. Louis from the wing plays it along. And they've got it again. Directing that one to Marco. Crosses that line. A one-timer. He scores! John Tavares.
This puck jumped off his stick. He scored on the one-timer.
He looked like he was guessing a little bit there, Edzo, as he drops into the butterfly position. Not enough of the net covered.
We go down to the benches. Here's Ray.
Athanasio's been missing from bench for quite some time. I just got word now he won't be back today.
They will get a breather shortly, but what'll happen next? Using the point, he's got it. Intercepted that one at an important place. Gets behind the net and looks to the front. And holds on to that puck to get the whistle.
Oh, you know he's happy, guys. He's sitting there on the bench. He's got a couple of goals in his back pocket already. But you know he's thinking about number 3. What an achievement that would be to bang in one more.
The Blues get the draw. Wrister from the slot. Save. And he holds on, and the whistle stops play. Period 1 is done. There was plenty to talk about from that first period, and I'm sure both coaches will have their say. Period 2 will be coming up. Buckets full of goals in that period, and the difference is 2. There are 2 periods to go, and that's a good thing for at least one team. Overwhelmed in the shots on goal totals in that period. 20 for the Maple Leafs and 10 for the Blues.
Hey fans, be sure to get your season tickets now at this year's playoff locations and prices.
The Maple Leafs collected an insurance goal very late in the period. second period has started. A lot of red lights were turned on in that first period. Maybe that will change. Passing one off now to Vrana. In with it now. A collision.
Oh, he's been looking for that hit all night.
Skilled play by John Tavares. Oh, what a save. He brought his best shot, and it got stopped.
St. Louis has been pummeled throughout the majority of this game. Their goaltender has absolutely saved them. They just can't skate with their opponent.
The Maple Leafs win it. He's got that pass in the corner. Fires! That puck was obstructed by a screen.
Pietrangelo's nicked up here. Guys, he's going to have to finish this shift. They're stuck in their own zone.
Quick shot. May not have intended it, but it hit it. And the play goes offside.
Pietrangelo's laid it all out on the line. He was injured earlier in the shift, still had enough jam to get out and block the shot.
A bit over 5 minutes have gone by. There have been a lot of goals scored, and 62% of them to the leading team, 5-3. Good face-off victory there. Muscled long to Pysyk. A shot. Terrific point-blank save.
The shooter thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
Lets it go. Great save, point-blank. Doesn't get the shot off. Magnificent save. Trying to go to Fabry. And it's a good pickup. Sent that pass on ahead. It's gone! He completes the hat trick.
In order to have puck support like that, you got to move your feet. Move the puck, move yourself, and you're going to be rewarded with a goal.
He hangs his head as he gets beaten on the glove side low here. This is a shot most goalies in this league expect to stop.
Toronto's got a large lead in this game. Let's see if they can build on it or whether they'll start to get conservative.
Very entertaining evening of hockey here. We have had all kinds of chances and goals. The defense seems to take a little break. Maybe they'll show up for the last half of the game.
They lock up from the draw, and the teammate puts the grab on. Toronto's in possession as they travel through the neutral zone. Drives ahead. Score! He's got his second.
Kovalchuk's great individual effort while on his knees surprised the goaltender, and he scored.
Bobrovsky's not going to be able to stop this perfect shot up into the top of the net. If he's going to be able to do it, he's going to have to be more aggressive, get out farther in the net. Just a little bit too much room up top.
Sergei Bobrovsky, replaced by number 32.
The Leafs have gotten another goal on a huge night for them. We have seen this a lot. They're rolling. The Blues win the draw. What's next?
Number 19, Ilya Kovalchuk.
Takes a shot. Turned aside with a pass.
And by number 53, Shane Gostisbehere.
And he dumps it in. Snapping a pass to Pietrangelo.
He's still got a shot at the HT tonight, Doc. 2 down, 1 to go.
Marco's going to be boxed for 2 minutes, and the call is interference.
You got to play with controlled emotion. You can't run around and hit everybody, especially when they don't have the puck.
Toronto penalty to number 69, Marco, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 20
Well, the power play's had some good opportunities so far here tonight. They have to stay with their game plan.
Eddie, I'm with you on that. Chip to Dermott. Steps across that line. In that defensive zone, an important play.
You set or create momentum by your ability to either handle the puck or by your ability to lay the body on. His isn't a skill game. Right now tonight,
What a shot, but it's off the post.
it's always fun to tease a guy that's a little bit peeved. Even though they've got a big lead, his shot hits the post, and now he's going to have to listen to it from his teammates after.
Shoots. Got a piece of that one. And he puts the glove on it and stops play.
Toronto's bench sagged again, guys, right next to me as the same player takes another penalty. He leads the league in penalty minutes, and guys know who's undisciplined and who's not. This gets a little old after a while.
Heaves one. Superb stand-up block. A shot. Oh, and he misses.
Hit the net. The puck is in the middle of the ice. You've got to get it on the goal.
Save. Moves it to the corner. Nice stick by the defense. On to Marco. Big point blank save there.
Now that's a timely save. A beautiful one.
And yet again, here is Ray Ferraro.
Marco's been like a one-man demolition crew. He has been so physical all over the ice.
He is fun to watch, isn't he, Ray? We'll do more of that now. Two periods are in the books here. And the books could very well have some perspiration stains on it by now because these teams have worked pretty hard. But still, a third period is ahead. And we look at a very impressive shots on goal board after two periods. 32 for Toronto and 19 for the Blues.
Did you know that season ticket holders get...
The third period has begun. Let's see what we get here. Tries to get it on net. Save there. And here again is Ray.
Tavares' skating ability gets him open. He finds the open ice, and when the puck is delivered, his one-timer is a rocket.
Okay, Ray, he is a special player to watch. Off that faceoff from the tie-up, the help came. Marco's total climbs.
Fabry's just gliding to the bench, Doc, after that huge hit.
That was a great play and goal.
A timely save. That is tremendously tremendous.
Fabry's injury occurs on this play. You can hear the collision from where I'm standing.
The Blues win that faceoff. Takes that pass off the boards. Good pass up that left wing, and he's got it. A solo rush. Oh, what a save on a marquee name there. What a marvelous collision. Unless you're in it.
It's pretty clear he wanted to send him.
Just like shootout. Score!
He is right there in the low slot and doesn't waste any time snapping that home.
Outstanding play that delivered the pass on his stick. When he got it, he made no mistake to beat the goaltender.
Toronto's goal has built an even bigger lead We're in the third period. For the opposition, at least that is fortunate. The Leafs control from the neutral zone. In all alone. Masterful save. Stoned him cold. He usually scores on those.
Players are always told to get themselves to the net. However, in this case, they bump into it, and the net pops off those little orange pegs.
The Blues got that faceoff win. Now what? It's dumped in. Toronto's got it in their own end, hoping for center. Breakaway! Save! Couldn't have handpicked a better guy to be on a breakaway, and he stopped him. Gains that offensive line. He's alone! Wonderful stop. Parked in the slot. Points it. Propelled to Botman. Open ice hitting is back. He's got that one. Let's see what happens. Lets it go. Good save. It's going to have to be something tougher than that to score.
He's pretty clearly shaken up. He's just gliding.
He scores! And for him, that's his 20th of this season.
If you really think about it, at some point the puck's got to get through the middle of the ice, the area in between the two face-off dots. If you get there, you're going to get rewarded.
Nikitin's the last man standing. He makes a desperation try for this, but it's not enough.
Toronto's goal has taken them to an even larger lead on a night that they have had the offense going. Third period of play. That's a pass ahead. Pitching this one to Tavares. Pass attempt to Liljegren. Linesman signals an offside. And here's Ray.
Marco's had some sweet dishes across the ice to his teammates. When they've been open, his passes have been perfect at the right time and in the right spot.
Thanks, Ray. Yeah, he has been remarkable in this game tonight. Fun to watch. We have passed the 10-minute mark of the third period. Toronto's game plan has worked perfectly. Boy, they couldn't have dreamed they'd get this many, though. The Leafs lugged that along the boards. Back and forth they go between the points. And a save. And the referee's whistle has stopped play. Opponents leave, new opponents arrive. We continue forward with this current homestand on the schedule. Good job on the draw. Goes back deep for it. And now it's directed to Marco. By himself. Save! Shut down the best guy the other team had. Perfect wrister. A wonderful scoring chance denied. Really good cut of the pass. And the whistle signals an offside.
Never satisfied. Never take your foot off the gas pedal. He's got 2 goals now. He better be thinking about getting number 3.
Puck is thrown to Tavares. Steps in from the neutral zone. Shoots! And behind that goaltender, the net has been detached off the moorings. The Blues control at center ice. Oh, that's a good keep. That's a great keep at the line. They should have done better on that pass. Now everybody has to go back to center ice. Score! Outstanding job on the power play. Toronto's goal has built an even bigger lead. We're in the third period. For the opposition, at least that is fortunate.
Toronto goal.
Puck drop, tie up, and help from the winger. Gotten quickly back. That puck struck him in front.
Timothy Liljegren.
Big chance here. Score! And that's 4 straight goals.
He gets in close to the net and fires it past the goaltender with a snapshot.
Nikitin's presenting himself pretty largely here. However, there's still room for the puck to beat him.
Toronto's goal has staked them to an even larger lead on a night that they have had the offense going. Third period of play. Moving it to Marco. Perfect receipt of the pass.
Time of the goal.
Great opportunity, but the pass didn't connect. Pope checked away.
St. Louis is going to have to take a look at the video here, but what they're going to find is it was one of those nights that you just drop the tape in the garbage can. This is a terrible game for them.
Great save. Has it in his own end. Looking to declare. Brings it in for an attack. Pitching it to Dermott. Slid to Marco. Net comes off, and the whistle stops play.
This is always so frustrating. The puck's around the net. You get yourself there. Now you bump into the net, and it bumps off the moorings. The play is whistled dead.
Vatanen's got it on his stick, trying to clear. The game is over. The Blues have lost yet again, and the streak gets longer.